Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Confidence. I hope you're doing well and you're staying safe. We thank God for life and for his mercies and blessings. So in today's video, I want to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about how to avoid frustrations and stress when visiting any of the Nigerian missions all around the world. You know, I notice that most times people don't plan properly and people are not that organized on their visit to the Nigerian Embassy. So this information is going to be useful not just to the people in Sweden, but for general visit to any Nigerian mission. So I want to be giving us some tips on what to do and what not to do so that your experience is not going to be, uh, ugly. Because most times some people tell you some very terrible experiences they've had. So in this video, that's what I'm going to be giving us. First off, I want to start. I want to start by saying that you have to remember that the Nigerian embassy in your country of residence, all Nigerian embassies observe holidays in their host country and in Nigeria. So let's say, for instance, here in Sweden, the Nigerian embassy observes all holidays in Sweden and Nigeria so that you don't plan coming. Most of us are conversant, okay, the 1st October is a holiday in Nigeria. Some of us may not know all the holidays in Sweden, and then on a holiday in Sweden, you come visiting the embassy is going to be closed. So it's very important you know that all Nigerian embassies around the world observe public holidays by their host nations and holidays that are also observed in Nigeria. So don't plan any visits, on a day that is a holiday in Nigeria or in the country where the embassy, is located. So that's one. And then secondly, I want us to note that all visa and passport matters, especially since the corona pandemic is by appointment. Now, you won't believe it, but oftentimes you see people come with their kids without appointment. I mean, that's terrible. You subject your children to so much agony and stress just because of your planlessness. I mean, it is stated on the website there. So please try and book an appointment before you start pushing out your kids in this very terrible weather now. The weather is getting cold. Just of recently, I saw a guy that came, you must make sure that you have an appointment. So please book an appointment before you set out to any of the missions so that you won't say you weren't attended to. Because if you come on a day that the passport or the visa office is not working, then you won't be attended to. For instance, in Sweden, the passport days are Mondays to Wednesdays. So if you come within those days, you have an appointment, you will be attended to. So please, that's very important. Wherever you are, all around the world, make sure you visit the embassy by appointment if that's the way it works there. Now, I also want to move on by saying that if you have an application, or if you're coming to make a passport, for instance, because remember, for visa matters, your physical presence is not required, except you're coming to apply for a Nigerian passport. If it's for visa, you don't necessarily have to come to the embassy. You can just send in your applications, and when the visa is done, it will be sent back to you if you enclosed any return envelopes. So virtually the people coming to the embassies most of the time are Nigerians that are coming to reissue their passports. Some people, maybe if they have emergency, they want to come pick up their visas, they can do that as well anyway. So, but try and come on time. That's my next tip. Come on time so that you know if there are some documents that are not there. Some people come, they don't photocopy all these documents, so that if you come and there's anything missing, you can run around and try to fix those things. And because if you attended to on time, then you're going to leave on time. And that, that takes me to the next point. That takes me to the next point. Make sure you have all the documents that are required. Some people come, and then they start running around helter-skelter, trying to go and make copies. Not all the missions make copies for you. So please come with all the documents you need. If you need to copy a photocopy of your passport, of your resident permit, come with all of those things. Some people don't come with passport photos. For those that are applying for fresh, they don't even come with passport photos. And then in a very strange city, they're looking for where they're going to, take a passport photo. That is very stressful. So please make sure you come with all the required documents for the application you're coming to make. Very important. And then another thing I want to say to avoid frustration. Now I'm going to be speaking to people that are coming with kids. Please, please, please try and have something for the children to eat or drink, because you can never tell how long it's going to take. So please try and have something. If you're bringing your children out, try and have something they will eat, try and have something they will drink. I've seen cases where some people now start asking, Madam, where can we get this, where can we not get that? Try and organize yourself. Pack something that your kids are going to drink, your kids are going to eat, because if the kids are stressed, if they're hungry, they will make life miserable for you. Oh, I bet you. I've seen kids that refuse to take photos. I've seen kids, I've seen, it's funny, but not really funny, when it's happening, especially not to the parents. I've seen kids that came, they were so distressed, they were so angry and, stressed out. It didn't work out. The parents had to go back with them without achieving the purpose they came. So make sure that the children are well taken care of, in the midst of all those are running here and there for what you're coming for. So that's one point. And then I also want to say that remember to know the opening and closing times of the mission, of all the missions, that is the mission you're going to. For instance, if you're coming to the Nigerian Embassy in Sweden, you have to know that presently the embassy closes at 3:30. So try and have this information when the mission closes and plan accordingly. Some people come and they book a return ticket for 1 o'clock, when probably they will start attending to people 10, and then you book a return ticket at 1, and then at that one, they are not 12:30, it's not yet your turn. You are not yet, and you discover that the person is going bonkers, the person is stressed, the person is, because of fear of probably losing his flight ticket, or maybe his ship back to wherever he came from. So it stresses you like nothing I've ever seen. I remember a case I witnessed of a guy that came from Finland, and he was about to miss his boat. But I thank God there was a gentleman and a very kind man at that exchanged, his turn and made him go in, they exchanged, places, and he was enrolled, and he just, rushed off because he almost missed his boat. So please, I want you to factor that in when the mission that you're visiting closes. For now, the embassy in Sweden closes 3:30. The embassy is closing 3:30, and then you're booking your return ticket at 2 o'clock. It's not reasonable. It may stress you out. It's always safer, to anything after the closure of the embassy, just in case. You can never tell, because sometimes these machines can act up. They're not human beings. They're not so reliable. Anything can happen. Unforeseen contingencies can just, just happen just like that. So please factor that in, the opening and closing time of the mission that you're visiting, so that you don't miss your flights or you lose your tickets back to wherever you're coming from. Now, I also want to advise, another tip I want to give is you can come with already a self-prepared addressed envelope with stamps. Now, Why I say that is in places where you don't get the passport the same day, you can just leave that stamp and the envelope instead of you going out, running around looking for where to get an envelope, where to buy a stamp. So it's wiser if you come prepared. You come with a self-addressed envelope with Swedish stamps now. Not Finnish stamps, not Norwegian stamps, not Danish stamps, because you can't use Danish stamps from Sweden. So please, most people make that mistake. They come and they come with foreign stamps. The stamps you're supposed to put there are Swedish stamps. Maybe on your way, immediately you come into Sweden, you can ask for a shop where you can get stamps. You buy an envelope, put that, and then you come to the embassy. I think that's wisdom. So please, that is one way you can avoid stress, really, by coming with a self-addressed envelope, just in case, with enough stamps to make it registered or a recommended letter, like they say in Sweden. So now another thing I want to say is for people coming to any mission, if any Nigerians going to any mission all around the world, I want to advise you seriously to learn to always depend on first-hand information. Verify what you are told or what you hear before you set out. Some people just come, they come to the embassy. Somebody, my friend told me this, my friend told me that. And sometimes some of them call, and when you try telling them the accurate information, they start arguing with you. My friend told me this, my friend, but they're hearing from the horse's mouth. So please, before you set out, to any embassy, any Nigerian embassy around the world, make sure you get first-hand information and verify what you're told or what you hear so that you're not messed up when you get there. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. So, and then another thing I want to say is that in the filling of the form, when you're filling the form, whether it's for visa or for passport, make sure that you don't make any mistakes. Maybe with the year of birth or with the year of birth, with the day of birth or whatever, maybe misspellings or arrangement of your name, because once you make the payment, you can't edit the form anymore. Once you make payment for is it visa or passport, you can't edit the form anymore, and that can be problematic, especially when your year of birth is affected. As we go on, I'm also going to say one other thing I have experienced or I have observed. Please don't put fake email addresses in your application forms, whether it's for visa or for passport. There are several times, believe me, people put fake emails and fake emails on the application forms, and then when a situation comes up, they can't be reached, they can't be contacted, and then maybe probably a week to their trip, maybe for those that applied for visa, a week to their trip, and they're like, okay, I sent my application, you didn't get to me, and you notice that they're sending you a message with a different email address. I mean, that's uncalled for. Why should you just do that to yourself? That is bringing frustration and unnecessary stress. I don't know why Nigerians do this. Why do you put a fake and non-existent email on your application? For crying out loud, your application for passport or visa, it's important. You could something can just happen, and you could you're supposed to be contacted, then people can contact you, and when they don't contact you, you say the missions are not doing their job, they don't know their job. Please stop it. Don't do that. Stop putting fake emails or non-existent emails on your application forms, whether for visa or for passport, and even telephone numbers. Some people just forge telephone numbers and they put, and then you can't reach them. So you see, it can backfire. So please don't do that if you want to avoid frustration and stress as well. Because I've seen people that almost lost their flight tickets because of that. I have seen a good number of people that have done that. So please don't do that, otherwise you can be frustrated. So going on now, I would want to say that visiting the embassy, you need to plan. Make sure you plan yourself properly. And if you're well organized, I've seen people that come prepared, organized, and everything is so easy, and they just leave. They don't make noise. Most times the people that make noise and the people that give problems are people that are not are not adequately equipped for the applications they've come for. So please, I'm appealing to you. It can be easy. You can avoid frustration and stress if you just follow these things I have said. It doesn't matter which country you are, if you're applying for Nigerian passport or visiting any mission, any Nigerian mission all around the world. If you just listen, or at least adhere to some of these things I've said, or all these things I've said, it's going to be of tremendous benefit to you. So please remember all I've said. It doesn't need to be stressful. It doesn't need to be frustrating. It can be easy. It can be simple. And it can be pleasant. I've seen people come and they go, they're happy. Oh, they say, oh, thank you for your services. And then some other people to get angry. Oh, I will never have anything to do with Nigeria. So this different strokes for different folks. And people are entitled to what they say. So, but please, we want your experience in any of the missions to be a pleasant one. So that is the essence of this video. So I hope that you benefited something from today. At least you got something new. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and have a stress-free and frustration-free application with any of the missions, Nigerian missions around the world. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.